Hi, greetings, friends. Welcome to the podcast, All Things in ML and AI, where we are continuing to dwell into the world of vector databases. I will talk about two key aspects, which is with respect to vector databases. One is the vector database, and the other one is the vector database libraries. We have explored in the past on what exactly is vector database and why they are becoming so popular in today's data-driven world. Detailing more about this specific concept, if I have to recap, vector databases, as we discussed, are specialized databases designed to efficiently store and process high dimensional data. These are typically used in applications like machine learning, NLP, recommendation systems, and many more. In today's large language models, we cannot imagine the data to be processed with the traditional techniques. These vector databases excel in handling the data, which is huge in number, and they represent the data in vectors. Now, these vectors are numerical representations for objects or features for that matter, especially in a multi-dimensional space. Now, with the rise of these ChatGPT kind of applications or Gemini kind of applications, which are data intensive, the demand for efficient storage and retrieval, especially on the large high dimensional data, has led to the growth or invention of these popular vector databases. Now let's be very specific and try to discuss about the vector database applications and the vector database libraries. These are the two ways we can try and get our vector databases get started. First, I'll talk about vector database applications. These are like a standalone software solutions. Right? These provide user-friendly interface for storing, querying, managing entire vector data that we talk about. These applications often come up with built-in functionalities for performing various activities on the data. For example, data pre-processing, data visualization, and in fact, they also allow us to do integration with other systems. The vector databases basically allow, I should say, from user perspective, it is very convenient to start using it. The examples, right? FAISS, then we have Annoy, we have Milvis. These are some of the popular examples of vector databases. If I talk about the other segment of vector databases, which is vector database libraries, these are your Python libraries, you can say, or I would probably more officially have to say as a software development kit. These allow basically to help us integrate the vector database capabilities into our own applications. All you have to do is develop and integrate. They provide APIs for tasks such as your similarity search activities, nearest neighbor retrieval search, then indexing, etc. TensorFlow similarity or NSLID. These are some of the examples of your vector database libraries, which are popularly being implemented. Now, when we talk about vector database applications and vector database libraries, we also need to understand how they are different from each other. What are the advantages and disadvantages? Because every solution that is there out in the market has been developed for a specific requirement, a specific reason. So we need to also try and understand the advantages and disadvantages of each of these approaches. Again, I'll start with vector database applications. The pros of this is that they're very easy to use, user-friendly. All you have to do is get the application deployed in your environment. And they're always readily available, pre-optimized configuration will be done. And generally, these are well suited for the scenarios where the business is more confined to work with the vector databases and not really worry about the integration part. And when you're trying to do proof of concepts using the standard features of vector databases, then these are the best solutions. However, they come up with a disadvantage. That is, you do not have flexibility to customize or scale up of right now. Tune the application for your requirements. They're always constrained with the features that are pre-built. If I talk about vector database libraries, on the other hand, they offer this specific flexibility that is lacking in applications. They allow the developers to control what they want to achieve. Use cases, for example, where you want to integrate and build something very specific to your requirement, and vector database libraries are the solution for it. You already have a software existing solution, but now you want to bring in this additional feature, then libraries, vector database libraries would be the best option. You can fine tune your algorithms, you adjust your parameters, you optimize the performance depending on your requirements, the data, very, very specific to your requirements. So it is basically allowing you to do customization. It is allowing you to do scale according to your requirements. It allows you to integrate with the existing system that you already have in place in production environments, so on and so forth. You also will be able to have your own customized complex processing pipelines built using this vector database libraries. But in order to perform all these customizations, one should have the technical capabilities, and that is the flip side. You have to be expert in dealing with the vector database libraries with respect to integration and, of course, maintenance. Now, given these two options, you probably would be scratching your head on which one should we actually prefer. Remember one thing, any developers or any software architectures that we have today or have been always, they would suggest one thing. Whatever is your requirement, first understand the requirements. The choice has to be made specific to your use case and specific to your business priorities. Every solution that is there in the market has pros and cons. So like what I have discussed are the factors that we just talked about. On top of that, additionally, you also need to consider the factors such as, for example, maintenance support. There are generally communities which support. So what is the kind of community support that you have for each of these solutions that you are trying to zero in? What kind of documentation does these specific softwares are providing you? This would help in order to also evaluate on post-implementation maintenance support. You also have to look at all these cost factors that come in, the time factors that come in, so on and so forth. Understand your specific requirements and then choose the right solution for you. Thank you, all our listeners tuning into this particular podcast. I hope you find this discussion very, very valuable and important for your decision making with respect to the choice that you want to go with using vector databases, whether you want to go for an application or you want to go for a library. Be sure to join us next time for more such insights, and we will be continuing our discussion into these emerging technologies and trends. Until then, goodbye, and looking forward to connect with you all. Thank you so much.